Guys, we're live. This is it. Here we are. 201 has already started. Isn't that crazy?
201.
And I feel bad because Eddie Pence is our Justin Verlander. We're bringing him out on 1 day's rest to go start a playoff game. 201's a big episode.
That's a big one because we're starting the next chain of 100.
The next chain of 100 begins now.
Right now.
We're asking you to come out here
coming
after
out.
doing
I'm coming
two
out.
other podcasts today.
Coming out on 2 hours rest.
2 hours rest. He's supposed to come out.
I've already done 4 hours of podcasting today.
Have you really?
Yes.
And this is an 8-hour show today.
Yeah, so we're going to...
This is going to be extra tough on you. Because I don't know if I probably should have told you that before you got
I didn't
here.
know 201 was the...
Yeah, 201's the 8-hour
You always
one.
do the 8-hour
Pull
one.
him after an inning and take him out.
Yeah. So it's just going to be Cody and I after the first 30 minutes.
Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna
getting
have-
shelled. Pull me out.
Get him out of here. We have to get- Oh, man. That is... so here we are. Spoiler alert, all three of us are going to talk about how much we hated the Joker.
Yeah, lots of venom coming at the Joker.
Still. So if you saw our video...
But before that, we were having a
There's still
discussion before we started
Yes.
about what was Bobby Brown's greatest moment.
Okay, now this is... We had to get Andrea in on this. She came out of the
She's
bedroom.
she's the house's Bobby Brown
She is the
expert.
Bobby Brown house. Eddie and I were both thinking it's got to be the Ghostbusters 2 song.
But
Too
then
hot
I
to
brought up
handle.
the point, if there's no, it's my prerogative,
Then there's no Ghostbusters
then there's definitely
2.
no Ghostbusters
And my
2.
prerogative is an all-timer.
All-timer.
However,
And then
Andrea...
she blindsides us.
with every little step
Yeah,
I
I
take,
didn't
and we're
even
like,
think of
oh,
that.
fuck.
Of course, every little step.
Every little step I will be together.
Together.
That is...
Right?
How do you... That is the ultimate. That is...
How do you open, close, encore that concert?
Bobby Brown? It's impossible.
I know.
It's impossible.
I mean,
It
what do
is
you do?
Impossible. It so much so that I'm starting to wonder if he had nothing to do with Whitney Houston's downfall. You know what I mean? Like I really.
That was just all her.
I think it might have been all her. Supposedly there's a documentary that does imply that.
oh, really?
I need to watch it. But there's apparently a documentary
little step
that
I
exonerates. You will be, every little bit will be together.
My prerogative.
Da-da-da-da-da. Fucking, and then even the fucking
hot to
ain't
handle.
nobody humping around. That was a fucking jam.
Too hot to handle.
Too cold to hold. You call the Ghostbusters in control. That is
I mean,
the greatest rap of all time. Right? The greatest. It's I don't know if that made our movie list. It should have made our songs written for a movie. That's
Yeah.
a great one. You
Yeah.
know? It just but I think every little step will be this episode's
Every little
tough
step
enough
I
and
take.
wrap it up. It'll be every
that's
little
going to be the
step I
earworm
take.
that gets everybody.
That'll be the one, man. We got a fully operational Ramble today.
We do.
Cody is here.
We're fully formed.
What's up?
Cody had to join us just to shit on the Joker. He was like, you know what? I'm calling
Well,
it
we
a
did.
night.
We recorded later just so we knew we could get Cody
We
on.
knew we could get Cody
so
on.
we could triple team the Joker.
We could just smash this
and
fucking
plug all
movie.
3 holes.
It's
I
been
just-
building up for a week and a half. I've got so many.
And
it's in my blood right now.
It's so, I like, it. This is a weird week for movies and stuff that I loved as a kid because like
Yeah.
Batman was my first favorite, superhero. All the DC ones as a
Yeah.
little kid. Dolomite owned my
Holy
high school
shit,
years.
that fucking movie.
Dolomite
Which-
and what a
Which
masterpiece
I have also
that was.
seen.
You finally saw Dolomite.
Oh, I saw it 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh, how great is that? The original Dolomite, not the Eddie Murphy.
Oh no! I have not. I'm gonna wait to see that in the theater.
Oh yeah, you got to.
That's so good.
You have the chance.
Wesley
you gotta.
Snipes steals every
Oh
scene
my
he's in.
God, Wesley Snipes is amazing. The woman who plays Queen Bee needs best supporting actress. Eddie Murphy needs best actor. It was. I just can't get over how great.
I literally
it
could have
was.
watched it again if they'd played it right.
Had
Oh,
they said, "Hey, we're going to show
yeah.
it one more time," okay.
Well, I saw that about 2.5 weeks ago at Fantastic Fest in Austin. I immediately texted you because I knew
Yeah.
how big of a fan you were, and I was like, it is the most fun you will have at any point. And I agree with Eddie. Like, if they would have played it again afterwards, I would have sat in my seat and easily
watched
watched
it.
it again.
Yeah, because
it was so much fun.
It was kind of like what Cody had said about like I was pretty much smiling the entire movie.
yeah.
Just ear to ear grin, just loving it. Like, and because it was funny, but that that scene that is so bad to open Dolomite when the warden is explaining to him, Mama Queen Bee here, and it's so bad. And then just that innocent glee that Eddie Murphy has.
Oh, he turns around and he's like, that was so real.
So real.
It's so good. And not only that, but like, so I compared it to you to like The Disaster Artist,
Yes.
but it's a way better movie than Disaster.
Crazy.
And I love that movie.
Yeah, I
And
love
it's-
Disaster Artist.
And it's it's written by the same guys who did Ed Wood, and like you can feel that sense of like it's truly about these people who were underdogs trying to like just get something made, and they got it made and put everything they had into it.
And it's
and
kind
Murphy
of
is just amazing.
Oh my God! And you see how Rudy Ray Moore kind of has it's two rags to riches in one.
Well,
it's him becoming a comedian, and then
Getting his movie made,
and then getting turned down by being a comedian at every corner. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to record an album.
And makes his own album in his apartment.
In my apartment. I'm just going to record it.
Then it becomes
it charts. It fucking charts.
And then it goes to make a movie, and like, well, yeah,
No.
no one wants to distribute it. It's like,
You're
right,
too
I'll
fat.
just
You're
rent
not
a
going to do
theater.
this. Yeah.
I'll rent a theater and put it out.
And then it sells out.
And
I
it
mean,
sells out.
amazing. Like just this
And
guy.
just from the opening scene in the record store with Eddie Murphy talking to Snoop Dogg.
Oh, so great.
The whole scene you're watching, Eddie Murphy's back.
He's back. It's
back.
Yep. It's like the oh man.
It's like he never left. It's like, oh my God.
No
I can't wait to
offense.
see the next 7 movies he's going to do.
Yes, because I think especially people like Eddie and I's age, I think he is like
He was one of your intros into comedy.
and he is I think the comedic actor of our generation. Like he is the what Schwarzenegger and Stallone were to action movies, Eddie Murphy was to comedy.
But it kind of makes you wonder, like, what was going on, because, like, the only difference is that he has a good script to work with, because, like, that performance is like effortless. Like you don't like he's not acting. Like that guy is just he is Rudy Ray Moore in that movie.
Yeah,
and it's crazy to watch him just sort of like effortlessly put forth
This
a performance
master,
where you're like,
yeah.
it's crazy. It is crazy how effortless it is for him
That's
in that
great. It
in
was-
that movie.
Goddamn, I can't wait to dive even deeper. But we're gonna say every little Bobby Brown's greatest. Every little has to be. Yeah. Every little
I mean, I
step
think
make will
it all
be
leads to
together.
Ghostbusters too.
Too hot to handle.
But you can't. It's like it's Jenga. You can't have that top piece there without the foundation of.
Now I'm sorry to put
every
it
little
this way,
step you take.
but if we say Ghostbusters 2 is the Cowboys dynasty, then every little step is the Herschel Walker trade. Is that what you're saying? Like, you need to have that.
I'm just saying.
You need to have the Herschel Walker trade in order to make.
The fact
I
that-
just wanted
the
to
fact
anger
that the
Eddie.
league didn't step in and stop that trade is a crime against the entire league. That just shows you how slanted the league is towards Dallas. And how much they want Dallas to be the team.
Bullshit. If that were the Steelers, they would have given them 9 more draft picks. The league would have insisted that Minnesota toss in 14 more draft picks if the Steelers had done that. That's how I think the Steelers will always be the team that the league is the most up the ass about. And yeah, so. And by the way, I stand with the people trying to be free in China. I don't know if that's going to get me kicked off my own
I'm
podcast.
all for freedom, so I don't know if that's going
I don't know if
to.
that's going to
We're
get
not
me.
going to be the #1 rated podcast in
Yeah.
China now.
They might not listen to us anymore.
But I kind of like freedom.
all about the freedom is that's a good thing. I don't understand. Like
They
that-
basically scrubbed the Rockets from existence. In
they're
China.
trying to, right? They're trying to just scrub the NBA, and it's just weird how the NBA took this chicken shit stance, and now they're like, oh no, fuck China. They kind of reversed it.
because they had to.
It's like, guys, and then fucking Blizzard. Did you hear about that? Blizzard, who makes Overwatch,
Yeah.
Warcraft, Hearthstone. There was one of their, I think it was Hearthstone, one of their big. He's like a Anthony Davis of
Right.
Hearthstone online
Right.
players, and he did a Twitch thing or I don't know what it was. It was a streaming thing, and he at the end of the video he voiced his support for the people of China. Blizzard took away his prize money, and they've suspended him for a year because they said he violated company policy. And
It's all about the dollar.
apparently employees of Blizzard have taken are angry about it, and they have this big old statue apparently on their campus and these slogans about like, I mean, I'm going to get them wrong, but it's like, everyone has a voice, equality, and the employees have covered those up as in like, this company doesn't believe in that.
No,
so
they
fuck
don't.
them.
They believe in money.
Yeah, they just
And there's
believe
billions of dollars in China.
to be made. And
so
they don't
money
give a
over
fuck.
freedom.
They don't give.
But that's always been the case.
Yes.
This is just pulling the covers back on.
Right. They just don't. Yeah. And it's like, fuck them up the ass. I
Fuck
hope it
all of
bites
them.
them.
It's all about corporates
Yeah.
and corporations and money and working with
They don't
China to
give a
make money.
shit.
They don't
You
give
know
a
what?
shit about freedom.
I don't care if this pisses off all of our. If China doesn't allow the people to listen to the Ramble. All right. I'm gonna say
We're gonna lose a lot of listeners.
We're gonna lose a lot. We've been
because we have a lot of anti-freedom listeners.
I know, and they're like, "You believe this shit?" You know what is weird? All right, here we go. Fuck, this is gonna get political.
All right,
but a lot of these.
Is that like
got
the,
into
that's
the,
like the?
I already was
the first thing a racist person says.
Yeah,
like this is weird, right?
You know this is weird. What I don't understand though are all the like Trumper type people who were like making fun of the people who are for China, for Hong Kong.
right?
And it's like, isn't this what you all are afraid of? Isn't that why you have your fucking AR-15s?
They're for whatever their talking points are told them to like.
Exactly.
That's all they give a shit
It's
about.
like, and now these every one of these fucking the kangaroo court. One of them says it about the impeachment, and now all of them just
Because
like
none of them fucking read any of it.
You know what, dude? All these people who are backing, they're all Torgo from Man of Hands.
They
of
all.
Fame. They're all.
They all have goat legs.
Master says it's kangaroo court. I must.
If
call
anyone
it
read the fucking
kangaroo
doctor
court.
transcript they gave out, you're like, oh shit, that doesn't look good.
This ain't good. Fucking unreal.
Using the power of your office to fucking carry favor with other countries, otherwise you're gonna withhold shit.
Yeah.
That's explicitly illegal.
Come on, these are good. he's working
kangaroo
hard.
cart. Fuck off, everybody.
11 minutes.
Yes, and we got political
we
too.
got political. We ain't fucking around.
That intro
today.
had it all.
Nah.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Politics.
Sports. Jesus.
What intro in podcasting?
And that's just
gives you
the
that
intro,
appetizer.
Gang. That's just the intro. Here's the music. It's with a heavy heart that I sing the song that I'm about to sing. It's with a heavy heart. But I want people to be happy.
Okay.
But it's with a heavy heart.
All right. Lay into it.
It's getting near dawn when lights close the tired eyes. Rest in peace, Ginger Baker. I'll soon be with you, my love, to give you my dawn surprise. I'll be with you, darling, soon. I'll be with you when the stars start falling. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum. I've been waiting so long. Da-da-da. Oh, fucking rest in peace to the great Ginger Bruce. Man, Ginger Bruce. I mean, one of the all-time great drummers. Him and Keith Moon kind of carried that drummers are just fucking psychos right before John Bonham showed up flag, Fuck, man. The great Ginger Bruce. You know that got Hendrix banned from the BBC?
Did it?
Do you know that?
No.
Cody, do you know that one too?
No, I didn't.
That inspired Elvis Costello's Saturday Night Live thing that got him banned for so long.
Really?
So he was on the Experience was on the BBC.
Yeah.
And they start playing Hey Joe like they were told to do by the BBC. And then right during the solo, Hendrix just goes, you know what, we're going to stop playing all this rubbish right now. And he goes, I dedicate this to the Cream. It was right when Cream broke up. He goes, I don't know what kind of state they're in, but I just want to show them our support. And then he's just bum, bump, bump. And they just go into that. And they cut him off. Like he got banned from the BBC for that moment. Pretty cool.
Stupid.
Why would you give a fuck?
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a fuck? It's Jimi fucking Hendrix.
Yeah,
Let him
man.
play whatever the fuck.
Whatever he wants.
God.
He wants to go out there and fucking play fucking Marry That Little Lamb with his dick on the
It's
guitar.
the guy got fucking. It's Jimmy.
fucking let him do
Hendrix.
it.
Gotta let him do it. Yeah, and that was which then inspired when Costello was on SNL back in the late '70s, early '80s, and he cut the song off. And did you see that one, Cody? You ever see that moment?
I think I have, yeah.
Where he got mad. He goes, no, there's no need. I think he was playing Less Than Zero, and he goes into Radio, which is all it was like his anti-corporate media song. So apparently the rumor was that as he did that, Lorne Michaels was a few feet away just giving him the finger the entire time because he was so pissed. And he got banned until they had their anniversary when the Beastie Boys started playing Sabotage, and then Elvis Costello runs out, tells him to stop, and then they go into Radio. That was pretty cool, but Yeah, so there you go. Useless, as my girlfriend says, more pointless shit that I know
trivia.
that no one cares about. But now we all know now. You know what I mean?
But without useless trivia, what good is podcasting?
What good is podcasting? That's the whole point of this, isn't it?
Anyone actually getting vital information from podcasting?
If you do, you're an idiot. Let's just put it that way. If you do, you're stupid. Welcome, everybody. Please subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review.
Yes.
Number 201, buddy.
201. This is it.
When did they bury us? 12?
12 or 11? 11 or 12.
They're like, nah, these guys, fuck them.
They'll never see 20.
Look at it. How do you like me now? Like Toby Keith saying.
How do you like me now?
94 5-star ratings.
Yeah,
Guess what?
What?
Brand new positive text review.
Really?
From the other Todd.
The other Todd.
It's called Morons and Madmen is the name of this. I recently followed Eddie to the Ramble from the Ralph Report.
Thank you, Todd.
This is 90 minutes of the friends you wish you had, talking toys, comics, and all things nerdy. Make no mistake, these two are babbling idiots.
Yes,
and I
we
love
are.
them so.
Proudly
I now
so.
understand the many tweets of action figures doing dirty things to each other now, but I can only stand why I'm aroused looking at it. Cheers, fellas. Hopes this gets you closer to 100. Thank you,
Thanks,
the other
Todd.
Todd. That was fucking awesome.
Thanks
We
for following
appreciate
me over,
that.
man. I appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah. We welcome any and all idiot to just come on over here too. You got a home here as well.
Yeah.
When the fuck you gonna read the House of X Powers
I got
of
to
X?
read it. I know.
It's so good. It is that Cody, you got to get on this too. You're not gonna know what the fuck is happening,
No,
Cody.
I don't know if
I have
Cody
no
will
idea what you're
appreciate
talking
it.
about.
He
It's
doesn't give
the
a
new
shit.
X-Men comic book from Marvel. It is fucking.
I have the first one downloaded on my iPad.
It's
I
a
just
masterpiece.
haven't started reading.
I'm telling you, it's a masterpiece.
I will.
I'm telling you the whole
Maybe
fucking
tonight.
thing, top to bottom.
Maybe tonight I'll read it.
X masterpiece.
And we can talk about it next week.
All right,
That'll be my homework.
because
for
it
the week.
ends Wednesday.
This
Tomorrow.
is Eddie's Willow.
Is this your will? It
It
is.
is becoming my Willow saga.
Look at this. Look at Cody.
But I
getting a
want
little
to see.
shot
I
in.
want to read this. You give two fucks about Willow.
That's right. See,
That's very
you don't
true.
give two fucks about Willow Upgood. And I want to ask Cody if he can relate to any of this. But so the Star Wars Force Friday was
Force
last
Friday,
Friday.
yes.
Force Friday,
Yes.
and
So far, no.
yeah.
Howdy.
So some things came out kind of under the radar that we had no idea were
Yeah.
dropping,
Shit's just popping up. I'm like,
and it was
give me a heads up.
a Commander Fox.
Commander Fox, Clone Trooper Commander Fox.
And the one that I went nutso over was the
Second Sister.
Carbonite Graphite variant
Yes.
figure. And
Beautiful figure.
so I started calling like every GameStop because I think they were both GameStop exclusives, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so
I'm in Big Bear on my getaway.
wedding
for the weekend.
anniversary, his wedding anniversary weekend.
Tracy's off playing with the kid in a park, and I'm sitting on a rock, dying of altitude sickness.
Right.
And I was just scrolling through my phone. I'm like, oh fuck! And like on Facebook, it's popping up that Commander Fox is out as a
Right.
as a GameStop exclusive. So I text you immediately. I'm like, hey, this is out. Hoping you're like, I'm on it.
I'm on it.
And you jump right on it like a best friend would.
Thank you. I was right on it. I'm like,
I
okay.
didn't have to say go look. You're like, I'm going.
I'm on it. I called like 14 GameStops,
Yeah.
and I finally found one that had it.
That's what friends do.
You're right, and I had him
Friends
hold it.
call GameStops for other friends,
Yes.
and other friends don't have cell reception.
And then I drove like to deep LA for this.
Yeah.
This was deep LA.
You went to Wilshire, LA.
Yeah, this is deep LA.
From where you are, that's a fucking trip.
This is like the beginning of that Sheryl Crow song. It
Yeah.
isn't. This is LA. Like that's what I was doing, and we got it. And this store had 3 of those Second Sisters.
Yeah.
I bought all 3.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
did.
fuck it. I'm
Fuck
buying
yeah, you
one
did.
for me, one for Eddie, one that I might sell one day.
Yeah.
And then when I got yours,
There was
they
another
had
one,
a
and
Second
you bought me
Sister.
that one,
and I
so
got
I
you
got
that one.
2
So
now.
you have 2 Second
I'm never going to
Sisters.
sell it. I'm going to give it to my cousin who's a collector.
There you go. Look at you.
So.
Like a G. Maybe I should do the same thing. I don't know.
Because it's such a fucking awesome figure.
It's an awesome. So, Cody, can you relate to anything that we just talked about? What would make you call 14 places and drive to like?
What would make you call your friend while you're on a anniversary vacation in the mountains to get him to go and call 14 GameStops so he
I
could
would
drive
say-
across town?
Is it like a limited edition, like print, like a art print?
Oh, like a
So-
Mondo poster?
Like a Mondo poster, I would totally do that. I remember
Okay.
at one point,
We all have our price.
Yeah.
yeah, Metallica was in San Antonio and did a show, and I missed out on the print. And I was driving from here to like Corpus, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I literally, when it went on sale, I literally like pulled off on the side of the road and bought the print when it went on sale, and then got back on the road and went back to Corpus.
Now let's say that print was at 14 different. Was going to be only sold through Targets in San Antonio.
It's a Target
Would you have
exclusive
called
Mondo
every
print.
Target and gone? And
Absolutely.
hunted? Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
you can relate.
For that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That's
So
how.
I got a beautiful Commander Fox figure.
How is it? It looks nice,
It's
huh?
nice. It goes with because I have
The box looked like all the employees took turns fucking
Oh
it.
yeah, it got passed around.
That was
It got
the
passed
only
around. I
problem.
was like, this is a great fucking
I
box.
was like, what the fuck happened to this
Yeah,
box?
it got bukkakied.
I felt bad.
No,
yeah,
they bukkakied that box.
they did some shit.
But I got Captain Rex. I got
They bukkakied that box? Is that no? Or did the box look like everyone fucked it? The toy box.
I don't know, Cody. What do you
Is that
think?
Cody Woodson should be our
They-
title?
That's the title of
The
201. They
yeah,
bukkakied the box.
They bukkakied the box, or the
Or-
box looks like everyone fucked it.
The
What do you
box
think?
looks like
I think Bukkake the box. is a good
Bukkake
one.
the box.
Yeah.
Bukkake,
It
it kind of
flows.
rolls. It flows
It
a little
rolls.
bit better.
Yeah.
Anytime you use
they
bukkake.
bukkakied that, but you have to use it. Yeah.
It's a rare occurrence.
Now
You
I
can't
have to
use
look
that
up
every
how to
episode.
spell
Bukkake.
bukkakied.
Yeah, I think more of you for not knowing how to spell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get the right amount of K's for that one.
Yeah, you got to find that. Is it? So the hunt worked. It was. We couldn't do a video of it because we were
I
separate.
wasn't. Yeah, I was separated.
And
from
I drove around. I got.
It would have been a good video though.
I got the 3 second sisters at one GameStop.
Yeah.
And then I got the fox and the other second sister at
Second
another.
sister plays a prominent role in the new Jedi
video
Fallen
game.
Order.
She's going to be the
coming
villain,
out.
I think,
But
right?
she was also a villain in the Rebels cartoon.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. I
Yeah.
forgot that part. And Jesus Christ, Hela towers over
yeah,
her.
that's a huge Hela.
Hela is giant. This Hela figure. She towers over
Everybody.
the Sith trooper.
I mean, she's
second
toe to toe.
sister.
She's nose to nose with Clumber Lang.
She's nose to nose with Clubber Lang.
I mean,
And that is, and if look, I'll be honest, if they remade Thor Ragnarok, he's the only one who has a shot.
only one.
But I
Only
mean,
one.
she still beats him. But it's a good heck of a fight.
It goes a good while.
Clubber Lang, yeah, Clubber Lang is the only one.
Clumber Lang versus Hela goes a while.
That's
She comes out on top, but
it's not a
he
squash.
takes her the distance.
It's not
no,
a
he
squash.
He takes her to a. It's a scorecard.
It's
Yeah.
It's it's a split decision.
They go to the judges for that
Split
one.
decision on that one. Hela and Clubber
Clumber Lang and Hela.
and the goddess of death.
She's like, I killed Odin. He's like, I killed Mickey.
I killed Mickey. Yeah, I killed Mickey. It just shows how great Rocky is, that he was able to beat Clubber
Yeah.
Lang. Eye of the Tiger. That's what it took. Without that, no way.
Clumber was just having an off day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I think Clubber on his best day beats Rocky.
No, you think
I
so?
think on
huh?
his best day.
Eye of the Tiger and all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best day Rocky, best day Clubber.
Clubber. A lot of our listeners have been sending us that video of the. Have you seen this, Cody? Someone took the scene in Endgame when Captain America first picks up Thor's hammer,
Yeah.
and they dubbed over the Transformers. You got the touch.
Perfect.
You got
It's
the power.
Could you
I haven't
imagine
seen
if that was in the actual movie?
I stand up and cheer.
Do you not just stand up and start
I
running
go-
around the theater?
I go. See, first I cheer when you have to time it a little differently. You need to get the pop of Cap grabbing the
Right.
hammer. So when it flies to his
Boom.
hand,
And then
you cheer. Then
You
bum
got the
bum bum. You got the touch. Oh,
like when he does that wind up and
knocks the
uppercuts,
fuck
and that's
out
when
of
you go,
Thanos.
you got the
Bum,
touch.
bum, bum. Oh, forget it.
You're
Forget
fucking.
it.
I'm taking my clothes off.
You do it. You play that all the way to Avengers Assemble. That song
Yeah.
plays
Oh,
because
shit.
that song kind of is dying down when Rodimus runs out.
Yeah.
It's like Autobots transform and roll out. So
Right.
that's Avengers Assemble.
Right.
You
You take it all the way. Oh fuck, dude.
Avengers Assemble, and then
Could you imagine the pop?
Oh, dude!
Greatest in movie history.
Greatest in movie history. Greatest pop
Oh, my
in
God.
movie in cinema history. Biggest stand. The whole place goes ape shit.
And a couple people are like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, that would be. Oh my God! Are you kidding?
That would have been amazing.
The greatest moment in movie history, but we'll never see it.
Nope.
Too bad. They had this ramble happen 4 years ago, maybe.
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 Maybe. Maybe.
Cody, as a film critic, would that have ruined anything for you? If someone who doesn't give a shit about Marvel or the Transformers watching that moment,
understood what was going on.
would you have thought you were having a stroke? What do you think would have been happening at that moment?
With how serious the movie was up until that point, I think just the insanity of that song would have thrown everything off.
Probably would have been awesome. Next level. Next level.
Like, just objectively speaking, that song is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it is. And were you here on the Ramble when we found out it was actually written for the
Cobra?
The Stallone
No.
movie Cobra.
It was the
I don't
end
think
credit
so.
song
It
for
was
Cobra.
supposed to be the end credit song to Stallone's Cobra. So he just kills like 800 members of a cult in L.A. Like
puts the main leader on a meat hook.
he puts him on a meter. And then he's just walking out. You got the time. Like, what the
You
fuck?
got the power.
I don't. So, but I think we have a different relation to that, because my relation to that movie that song is Boogie Nights.
Yes, that's right.
That's how I think of it, rather than Transformers. So.
That when I first saw Boogie Nights, I'm like, hey, we're Transformers.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was, and then I thought, was Stan Bush a porn star? I really wondered if that was like some weird inside
little
thing.
inside
Like,
joke,
Wait
like,
a minute,
hey,
was Stan Bush like some
was
porn
he
star
a porno
who
guy?
recorded that? And it probably would rather be now Stan Bush. I think
Yeah.
he probably would rather.
Well, he might be in the same spot. He might be in the same spot professionally if he was a porn star or who he was at
So,
this point in his life.
Eddie and I think he both really lamented that it was shelved for a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Because he probably we thought that would get him the Rocky
Well,
IV
Cobra's
song.
coming off the heels of Rambo: First Blood Part 2.
Rocky 3, I believe.
Rocky
It was Rocky
3,
3,
or
and
even
then,
Rocky 4. It might have been after Rocky 4.
I think it was before Rocky 4. I think it was.
Either way, it was in the sweet spot of the Stallone.
Oh yeah, it was right.
It was right in
It's
the
the
sweet
heart of the
spot.
order.
Yeah.
The heart of the
really,
order.
it's hitting fourth.
It's
It's hitting fourth in the Stallone era.
It really is.
It really is. And you think you got your I got the hit song. I got
Right.
the closing credit scene song
To this,
on the fucking guy hitting cleanup.
he's thinking.
On the movie hitting cleanup in the Stallone batting order.
He thought I have it made.
Yeah.
I'll do every Rambo movie. I'm doing
Done.
every Rocky
You're done.
movie. I'm in. And like,
Because you already
what?
know Rocky and Rambo are established fucking franchises.
Major.
So there's nothing but they're coming down the pipeline.
Stan Bush could have written.
There could be a Cobra 2.
You're right. And nope, he gets Transformers.
He gets over to
the movie,
Transformers.
and he's like, fuck my life. Fuck this. I can't believe it. Oh, man.
Why did Cobra miss? It was in the heart of the order. It was fucking hitting
did.
cleanup.
It was. It was right there, man.
It should have been
really.
a fucking out of the park.
Yeah.
And he strikes out.
It wasn't that big of a hit, was it? I
No.
don't remember. I don't think it was that.
No.
Not compared to his other ones.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't part of the the Rockies and the Rambos.
No. It wasn't. Man.
Oof.
I showed Andrea the Terminator movies for the first time.
Really?
Well, she forgot. She saw them when she was much younger.
Yeah.
So she was like, holy shit, these are good. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get
After
real
two,
bad.
they get
real
real
bad
shitty.
once Cameron walks away. Boy, they get bad.
Yeah, they get real fucking shit.
But man,
First
those
two are
first
amazing.
two are fucking. Just forget how good they are.
Yeah.
You take everything for granted about
Yeah.
the storytelling in those two movies.
Yeah.
Because it's just been so ripped off since then.
Ugh.
It's been so fucking just picked apart like a fucking corpse. But man, tremendous shit. Fucking great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how bad the Joker was. Speaking of good
Let's
ones.
get into that. Let's peel that one back.
So Cody, I think Cody was the most hopeful of the three of us going into this.
Yeah,
Not hopeful,
yeah.
but you were the one who was like, because you were kind of thinking it was ridiculous, all the backlash the movie was getting before it even came out.
Before it even came out, yeah.
And it's funny, but all the issues I had with the movie
Yeah.
have zero to do with any of the think pieces against the movie that have been written. I don't
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
was any of that. I don't
No.
think it was
Not
an
an ultra-violent celebration of
incels or any of that. Yeah, it's
Incels.
none of
Well,
that. I don't.
I think that it is a little bit.
Oh
but-
yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this. Holy shit, Cody, kick it off. You are our. Who is it? Who's the fuck? You're Ricky Henderson right now. You're hitting
You're hitting lead off.
You're hitting lead off on
man.
Joker talk.
All right. Well, I have to get to at least second on this one. So.
Yeah, you have
get
to
a single and then run out the second one. There you go.
So the way that I think about Joker is in two facets, which is first and foremost a critique on the movie itself, which is like the way that Todd Phillips wrote and directed the movie. So first of all, I think it's poorly written. The dialogue is terrible.
Oh my god.
But so like the thing about the way that it's constructed is that it is like there's no original thoughts at all.
No.
Everything is a cheap imitation of something else.
Yeah.
Dude, how annoyed were you when he was doing the Cream song, driving in slow motion in the cop car? Like, I was
stupid.
like, how
Yeah.
how Scorsese are you just really trying to rip off right now?
Yeah. I mean, it is unabashedly a ripoff of King of Comedy and Taxi Driver.
Yep.
But if you look beyond that, it's a ripoff of like Network. It's a ripoff of like
Falling
so many,
Down with Michael
Falling
Douglas.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Falling Down with makeup.
It's Falling Down with clown makeup. But the thing is, in Falling Down, at least, and I know it's the Joker, so whatever, but at least Michael Douglas had a redeemable quality in the fact that he suicided by cop on purpose because he was like, I don't want to do any more damage.
Yeah.
I'm just
I don't want to
done.
live in this world anymore.
Yeah, I'm just done. So I'm going to pretend I have a gun. It's really a water
I can
gun.
just end this.
They're going to fucking kill me, and that's it. Major spoilers if you haven't seen
Falling
Falling
Down.
Major spoilers.
And I think.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
No, that scene where we're talking about where he's in the cop car at the end driving, they're playing. I mean, it's almost a direct ripoff of the shot from Heath Ledger's Joker
when he has his head out the window like a dog. Yep.
Well, and everything's a ripoff in this version. Like, I mean, even talking like the rehearsing the talk show stuff to the gun to the head sign from Taxi Driver.
Yep.
Like, it's like everything is ripped off. But if you even like pretend like Todd Phillips had never seen these movies and was just making a movie on his own, which is incredible to think about considering Scorsese was a executive producer for a long time on this movie. The problem is that the movie has nothing to say. There is nothing that this movie is getting across or trying to make a point about or anything else. And what it boils down to is it tries to be a movie that is about either making some kind of commentary on mental illness, which it doesn't make because it doesn't follow through with it on any level. It tries to make a commentary on the system failing someone, which, again, you look at that first scene and you see that he is given a job of journaling and instead he writes stand-up material.
Right.
He also is on 7 medications, so the system is not failing him because he's putting him on 7 medications. And then the system fails him by, reducing funding, whatever.
Cut, I guess.
But that's one line. And so what the movie boils down to, and I won't reveal anything with this as a spoiler.
Spoil the fuck out of it. We already did the video. Spoil the fuck out of it. Yeah, don't worry.
So the Joker's last kill in the movie,
Yeah.
where he's on television, he essentially gives a speech about how he is a mentally ill loner who the system failed. That's literally the punchline of the joke that he tells.
Right.
So essentially you're removing all of that bit about the system failing him and the mental illness, and you're making it about this guy who essentially justifies his violence in that last scene and gives a comeuppance to a guy who's mean to him. And so what you end up having, and this is where I think that it has real life parallels, is you have a character who ultimately justifies his murderous violence because someone is mean to him. And that's all it boils down to at the end of the day. That last scene boils it down to that nugget.
Yeah.
Dude.
And that's the biggest problem that it has. And even look at the scene that happens before that where he kills someone and lets someone go because he was nice to him. That's school shooter narrative shit.
Yeah.
Like literally that's what happens.
Oh man.
And so it's like that idea that there is a mentally ill loner with a gun is the whole narrative that the GOP is trying to push of the violence in school shooting and mass shooting stuff, and this movie feeds into it. And like you look at that scene where he's on the stairs dancing to Gary Glitter's Rock and Roll.
By the way, let's give a child molester some money. Let's give a child molester some royalty
a convicted
checks.
child molester.
Yeah, let's give him some royalty checks.
And how
That's
that song didn't even fit in the movie.
No, it didn't.
It doesn't, but it's a hero scene. Like you're supposed to watch that, and like you're supposed to get goosebumps. Like, oh man, this guy's about to do something crazy. I've never seen a movie try harder to be like iconic than this movie. And
they try at
route.
least 7 different scenes to try to make an iconic scene.
Exactly. Yeah. And it just doesn't work because nothing makes sense at the end of the day. And also when you try to put the pieces together, the only thing that connects is this guy is acting on his violence and trying to justify it because people are mean to him. And if that's the message you want to send, fine, but like, does that work on any level at any point?
Well, see, this is all right. So I did not look at it through that lens. I looked at it just as a lens of a comic book fan. And that's why I hated it, right? But now what right, and now what you're saying is like I didn't even catch. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is like, yeah. Now that just makes me dislike it even more when you realize that that's 100% what it boiled down to. Is you're mean to me, so I'm going to kill you.
Well, that tweet came out before the movie came out. Of that person, like, if I just want to see a white guy who kills a bunch of people because people were mean to him,
I'll watch the news. I'm not going to go waste money at a movie. Like it just, man, I don't understand the praise. I don't get the people calling it a masterpiece and all this shit. Like,
because it tried on before 7 or 8 different scenes to try to make cinematic looking scenes.
Yeah, I
where
think
people
it's
you
just
watch,
slick.
you're like, oh, this, and you show the trailer of him dancing on the stairs, like, it's a masterpiece. Look at it. It's slow motion.
It's slow motion.
Look how faded the film, like how washed
it's
out
so
the
dark,
colors
you
are.
guys.
Yeah,
It's so gritty looking.
I really
it's got to be a
think
masterpiece.
It's got to be a masterpiece because he's dancing in
it's
slow motion.
It's literally a 2-hour magic trick
to a Charlie Chaplin
get
song.
You,
Yes, 2-hour misdirection, right?
Yeah,
2 hour
misdirection.
Let's just trick you into thinking
this is a masterpiece film.
But that's why it's shitty filmmaking, because if you think about like one of the main storylines is with him and a girl, and no matter how that scene turns out, it's fucking lazy. It's either like it's actually happening,
and there's no way she falls in love with that dude.
Exactly. Right. There's no legwork done. You can't believe it, or
which is why I never fell for it. You're like, oh, this is just him.
You know what's coming. Yeah,
because it's so fake.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you don't fall for it, it's so obvious that it's like the other shoe is going to drop and you realize it's an imagination thing. Like, no matter how you look at it, it's lazy.
It's so wanted to have that Sixth Sense moment of like going back. She was never really there.
You mean he never killed a guy and then just fucked her? What? He never killed 3 guys and just walked up.
She's not at this random open mic in the middle of
She's
Gotham.
Not at by the hospital
because,
bed.
by the way, here's okay. The kissing thing, I thought maybe they just didn't show us them getting to know each other a little more. But when I knew it was complete bullshit was when he bombs at the open mic and she's there smiling. And she still fucks him. You know, like that's it. She's done. She's like, I'm out.
What about the fact that he bombs at an open mic and someone is there shooting it like a cell phone video that pops up on TV
in the 70s?
And what open mic do you walk into where it's just a packed hot room?
Yeah, hot room.
What open mic is that?
Has ever been that way?
Please.
Okay, we go to that one.
You have no experience. You never been on stage before? Yeah, get up right in the meat of the show.
You know what? Yeah,
the packed room.
I mean, Cody dislikes it for all the right societal ramification
I hate
reasons.
it as a comic book fan.
I hate it as a comic book fan. You know, I hated Batman sliding down a pole. That pissed me off so much.
Dude.
That
as soon as he did it, I let an audible groan out in the theater.
Eddie and I both are like, he really just slid down they really made Batman slide down a pole. All right, they made little Bruce Wayne literally slide down
when
a
it happened,
pole.
I'm like,
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think you could audibly hear my eyes roll the second that the Wayne family walks out of that theater. I'm like,
my God.
Okay. They're not going to do this.
They're not right. And I remember telling Eddie, I think I told Eddie, either right when it happened or right before, I said, are we about to get the fucking slow motion pearl necklace breaking?
And we got it.
And look, nobody, the balls on anyone to make fun of Sony for killing Uncle Ben 40 times in Spider-Man movies, you ain't got shit.
I was waiting for him to go, have you ever danced with the devil?
Yes, with the pale moon.
I was waiting for that line to come out.
God. And then the fact that Batman and the Joker were brothers this whole time. I hated that too.
And I got an argument with someone because they're like, no, they solved that. He's not really.
Yes, he was the brother.
He was absolutely the brother.
Because you see that Thomas Wayne was in love with the mom.
Yes, and you had the lawyer in the talking to the mom, going, no, he was adopted.
Yeah. He had his lawyers muscle her
into signing he was adopted.
And that was the only Cody. I guess I said this in the video, so sorry for repeating myself, but the only, I think, antagonist I could find in the movie was just how we treat quote-unquote weirdos in society. Like, that's how if you had to pick one,
so
I guess, but I'm like, I'm not saying they did a good job of it.
But there's also, there's the fact that at the beginning, they steal the sign from the weirdo and then beat him down.
Because 12-year-olds love to do that.
Right. And then the three Wall Street dudes on the train beat up
There's
the clown.
no reason that they attack him. There's literally no reason that they attack him.
People leave a guy, if you're on a subway alone and there's a guy dressed dressed like a clown, you don't go near that.
You don't go near.
dude.
Yeah.
If you're throwing French fries at a chick and some guy in a clown mask is like,
you don't.
you're
go
like,
near him.
we're getting off the train right now.
Right.
Boy, we were being assholes. Let's
but
leave.
That's the point. You're supposed to believe that he snaps, but that snap is never believable because it like in one scene he is just like a lunatic, in the next he's like a murderous lunatic. Like what happens to him that makes him snap into violence? It doesn't track. You never believe it.
You know, I honestly I know our listener Grady Smithy, who he thought that he thought that this character becomes the Joker. I believe he said when he looks at the joke book again, when he's in the green room, and he has that line about my death, something about
my death
makes
more sense than my life.
He thought at that moment. I disagreed. I thought he became the Joker when he's getting dressed down by his boss for getting the sign stolen, and the boss and he's just got this psychotic look on his face, and I'm like, okay, this guy's already nuts. The cow has already jumped over the moon.
Are you talking about when he's in the green room at De Niro's show?
Yes, that's
he's fucking killed his mom by that point. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He's killed several people by that point.
I think that it was, and if I'm quoting him wrong, then it might have been when he first saw the joke. But I think he's the Joker after the boss is pissed at him for losing the sign. Because when that look on his face, and I thought that was the best acting Phoenix did in the movie, was just that look he's given his boss. And this is not a knock on Joaquin Phoenix, because I feel bad for him.
He didn't have anything to work with.
He had nothing. You've taken, like, this is like one of the greatest actors of our time, maybe any time, and you've saddled him with this shit. And that's what I was like, man, this dude he was clearly trying to do.
He was just trying to find something.
This guy was like Michael Finley before they got Dirk. I mean, this dude was like, I gotta shoot this 50 times if we even have a
Some
chance.
will go in.
Yeah.
I guess.
This is Michael Finley pre the Mavs getting Dirk.
I found the laughing stuff completely obnoxious from the get-go.
Yeah,
it's just trying so hard to be like unsettling, and it's just
it
not.
doesn't work. Yeah, it just didn't. Like it was. It made. I don't know. It just made
and the
no
dancing
sense.
stuff is way over the top.
Oh
too.
God!
So
Enough
dumb.
with
the dancing thing drove me more nuts than anything.
It was just, what is happening here? It was, man.
I just wish that at some point, like, there was a reason to, because I've heard the argument that, like, there's no Batman on the other end, so the Joker doesn't get like his comeuppance. Right. He doesn't get punched in the face. Right. And I don't think that that's inherently bad or wrong that you have a villain like origin story.
Right.
But the reason for which, like, the cautionary tale behind this isn't anything beyond this person is mean to me, so I'm going to fight back by killing them.
That is,
and, like,
what's fucked
if
up
you track
about
it the whole way through, that's what it is. Even down to his mom is that his mom was dishonest with him.
He ended up killing all the people
that
who were mean to him.
Yeah, he almost killed Thomas Wayne. He could have. You know what I mean? Like, there was a chance.
I thought he was going to in that battle.
I thought he would. Yeah, I thought he was going. I thought they were going to rewrite the whole origin, and instead, like, you know, but the fact that you could argue he did kill the Waynes by inspiring that riot, whatever, but still,
it's a movie that is it's a take on King of Comedy and Taxi Driver that is like retrofitted
for the
to
Joker.
fit the Joker origin story. It's in no way is it connected.
And then to turn around and go, well, maybe it isn't the Joker.
And then Todd Phillips just said that. Maybe it isn't the Joker. Well, then why are we watching this?
Stupid.
Then why are we watching this shit? Like, that's the only reason I wanted, out of morbid curiosity, because if somebody said Todd Phillips is just remaking a drama that is a mashup of Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, I would have said, no thanks, I'll stay home and just watch Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. But if they're like, but it's the Joker, I'm like, well, okay, I have to go see it now because I've known.
I see all comic book movies.
Yeah,
I've
I've been you know, of course, this character's been part of our culture forever, you know, for our whole lives. So it's like, well, all right, and it just was like.
And then you walk away and you're like, oh, the pearls fell. That's the only connection.
That's the only connection to and then what I don't understand, if you're a Batman fan, you must be livid at that movie because Alfred's a fucking whip.
Alfred's a puss.
And fucking
Thomas Wayne is a dickhead.
Thomas Wayne's a fucking womanizing shitbag.
Yeah.
It's like they take the two most powerful men in Batman's lives.
The two people that form Batman.
And they turn him into chumps. And it's like, well, how's Batman coming around? This guy's got no chance. And then, like, I don't know. It just wasn't God, there were so many problems I had with that movie. I also didn't like was that like how he kills 3 Wall Street guys. And then an hour later, it's inspired.
It's a war against the rich.
Yeah, it's inspired
really?
Occupy Gotham, but a violent Occupy Gotham. Like it just
3 dudes died on a creepy ass subway.
Yeah, 3 dipshits get murdered on a subway, and it inspires Occupy. It just made it made no fucking.
I mean, I guess that's supposed to be the whole city at that point was at a tipping point, and that was what put it over. But I'm like, you didn't show us that tipping point.
And I mean, it's
the lead up to the tipping point.
It made no fucking sense especially when and not that you want this, but like when a witness to that poor dude who got murdered by a cop in his own apartment in Dallas.
Yeah.
The witness who took the stand gets murdered a day or 2 days after the verdict.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? But that doesn't inspire shit, does it? You know what I mean? But we're gonna make this. It just God, it just seems so tone deaf and just
it is Todd Phillips not realizing or ignoring like the tone of the room and taking the temperature of society at this point in time, where it's essentially providing because when you connect it to an iconic character like the Joker, you're essentially like people are going to like it just because it's the Joker, no matter what happens in the movie.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to get a certain amount of people coming no matter what.
Yeah, but when you show a guy who, like, ostensibly only is acting upon violence because people mistreat him in some way...
That movie doesn't get made right now.
Well, yeah, but you also, like, before he kills the last person he kills in the movie, he says, like, what do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that forgets about... Like, that is mass shooter mentality.
It is.
Like, to the T.
Yeah.
That is not... Yeah, that's what is kind of... That. Yeah, I didn't look at it that way. I didn't think about it that way. And it's just an ugly...
True. It's just an ugly movie. Like, it's just an ugly movie.
And it's like... And I don't understand the people like, boy, I just left... with an awful feeling in my stomach, but I thought it was great. I'm like, no. Nothing great leaves you with an... I mean, it's hard to like... I mean, there are punches to the gut that are in great movies. The ending to The Godfather is an amazing punch to the gut.
Yeah.
But it doesn't leave you feeling horrific. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, man, that was a great movie.
I mean, if you could point to one thing that this movie is trying to say, or like the point it's trying to get across, I would listen to that and I would understand that.
Right.
But there's
Requiem
nothing
for
there.
a Dream.
Right.
Huge punch in the gut at the end of that movie.
That's a
But
downer.
you walk away from that movie going, that fucking was awful. But, I see what that movie's about.
I see what that movie's about.
That
yes.
I
that's
understand
a great
the point of that movie.
Yeah, because that's probably one of the closest movies of this is just Downer City.
It's all completely
from
Downer
the
City.
get-go.
And you feel
It's
awful
just-
after that movie's over. But like, I understand the point of that movie.
I get this.
It's a cautionary tale on
Yes.
some level.
Right.
This isn't.
No. I would have rather it just been Nerds in Paradise. Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise with the Joker. Just make that. He doesn't kill anybody. He just gets one over on the jocks and he bangs the cheerleader and that's the end of it. Like that's like it was God, I just couldn't I still don't understand the people crying
And
masterpiece.
then did you read Michael Moore's quote?
What the fuck?
You have to see this movie. It'd be worse for people not to see this.
Because
like, no.
my only thought
see
of
it or don't see it. Who gives a shit? This movie doesn't mean anything.
Maybe Michael Moore, and I think it's dumb that I don't agree with him at all, but maybe Michael Moore is the only Hail Mary I'll give him, not that he deserves one or whatever, is maybe he saw what Cody saw and thought, watch this as a cautionary tale.
But he doesn't say that.
Like,
he says
right.
it's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. Like, I would say watch this movie and then go hug that weirdo cousin of yours. You know what I mean? Like, okay, watch this movie and then go tell that weirdo cousin, hey, I love you. It's all right. Like that.
But also on some level too, like I understand that if you're going to give that kind of credit to an established filmmaker, but when you're giving like Todd Phillips, the director of the Hangover movies and Road Trip and Old School, if you're like that guy is not, and I don't know the guy, but he's not smart enough to be making any kind of point with this movie.
No fucking way. Yeah,
no way he is.
No, and you see it by how bad it is.
And listen, like, just read interviews about the guy talking about it. Like, he's trying to leave open the possibility that the Joker in this movie inspires the actual, like, fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
that is the
on.
weakest fucking, like, oh, this'll
if you meant to
it.
do that, then put it in the movie.
Yes.
That like, oh, this little kid sees the Joker and gets inspired.
That's your final shot.
That's your final shot.
Is
not
some other weirdo going and then painting his face.
Don't fucking go after the movie's over. Yeah, maybe it was the Joker, maybe it wasn't.
Have Thomas Wayne's play buddy at his house on a Bruce Wayne's play date.
Yeah, he does
Bruce
something
Wayne's
psychotic.
play date is watching it and going, and he just starts putting makeup on. Oh man!
What a garbage movie.
It was garbage. It was good. By the way, let's get to an email real quick from Todd C. DJ
Todd
Retod.
C, DJ.
Hey guys,
Todd P.
Todd C. wants to send you a quick little message. I hope you guys are having a good week. I've just been so busy I wasn't able to get my answers in for this week because I'm doing this email literally at 1 p.m. on Tuesday while delivering packages. Luckily, next week I'll be on vacation. I'll be able to get those answers in. Anyways, have a great
earned,
week.
Todd. Enjoy your vacation.
Yes, have another kick-ass show and keep on rambling on the homie Todd C. from Victorville. Should we play music? Eddie wants. You want to hear yourself play the harmonica?
I want to hear the harp. I haven't heard in a while.
And we can still shit on the Joker while we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Don't worry. What hat would they wear? You hear that? You hear that?
God, that's good.
That's harmonica.
See, if the Joker had a harp, he wouldn't have killed anybody.
No question.
He could have got all his anger out that way.
So this hat is Walt Disney goes into our villain has a song Hall of Fame. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What villain goes in? What song is on their
Cody's
hat?
been dying all week.
Cody's been dying all week to jump in on this. Patrick Crothers said, I saw Joker over the weekend. Hey, Jerry, Eddie, Ramblers, and James. Well, I don't think I hate it as much as you guys did. I'm glad I saw it at a matinee with a BOGO ticket coupon.
Oh, see? I would have liked it more if I saw it that way.
Yeah. My biggest issues are the brothers thing, and there's no way this Joker becomes a supervillain or even a terrorist.
He's not smart enough.
Like in The Dark Knight. Yeah. Hall of Fame hat. They go in Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Honorable mention to the Oogie Boogie's theme, Headless Horseman by Bing Crosby, and the Siamese Cats from Lady and the Tramp. That freaked me out as a kid. Patrick Carruthers. I just read Patrick Carruthers. Sorry, yes. I just did that. Grady W. Smithy III. Disney should wear the hat for Hellfire because aside from being a truly great song, it's also scary as hell. This is a gold standard that villains should be shooting for in musicals. Dave Strebeck, the Hall of Famer. He goes Poor Unfortunate Souls in pain.
That's a good one.
In need. That's a good one. Damian Bottriell. Hey, guys, I hope I'm getting this one in on time. I've had a busy, long weekend with a couple of days off and started seeing the new Joker film and finished with seeing Hans Zimmer and his orchestra performing music from his films. Not to shit on the Joker. It was an okay film. Nothing more, nothing less. Clearly, it's a vehicle for Joaquin Phoenix to possibly win an Oscar and for Warner to shake up what their comic book movies are.
No way.
Does it work? If anything, seeing Hans Zimmer in the same weekend reminded me just how great of a performance Heath Ledger gave us. My Hall of
Let me ask you this, Jerry, because you are a famous Christopher Nolan Batman denier.
Yes,
but on some level you have to know that Heath Ledger is like worlds better than Joaquin Phoenix in this movie, right?
By a mile. Yeah. By a mile. It is.
It's Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill from the cartoon
is the greatest Joker of all time.
So great. The voice on the cartoon for 15 years.
I think I put Heath over Jack.
I go, you want to know mine for real?
Okay.
I go Hamill, Heath Ledger, Caesar
Caesar Romero, yes.
And then Jack. That's my top 4.
I might even put Caesar over Heath.
Caesar. So that was.
It's for me. It's like two different sports. Like it's not even comparable to put Joaquin Phoenix over Ledger. Like that's absolutely insane to me.
There's no way. Hall of Fame hat for Damien is The Lion King's Be Prepared.
That's mine.
The balls on Disney to give us goose-stepping hyenas as Scar makes plans to kill Mufasa. Spoiler alert, that's mine too. Be prepared. Fucking great. And Andrea turned me around on that one. Oh. I was a Poor Unfortunate Souls guy. Oh. And she turned me around on Be Prepared.
No, I'm a Be Prepared guy. That was my pick.
Yeah. Bridget Falk says, hey, guys, loved episode 200. Sorry I couldn't contribute. Looking forward to the next 200. She says the Siamese Cat song from Lady and the Tramp, terribly racist in this day and age, but I hated those cats because of the song, and I'm a cat person. All right. Joe Capone, he goes, never smile at a crocodile from Peter Pan. More of a villain to villain theme as a crocodile is a nemesis to Captain Hook, but that's a good twist on it. Nicholas Sametz, Disney and Rod Stewart's open, close, and encore. Hey, Jerry and Eddie, so many great music from the classic Disney movies, but the best villain song has to go to Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid. Charles Phillips. Hall of Fame, the Disney Villain Hall of Fame. There's only one choice for this. You ready for this one?
What?
Scar, be prepared.
Be prepared.
He's the only villain that achieved his goals in the visuals of the goose-stepping Nazi-ist hyenas. Damn, it's so good. Be prepared. Cody, what would you go if you had to pick? I know you're on the spot here. We're putting you on the spot.
I would probably put Poor Unfortunate Souls at the top of that.
These poor unfortunate souls. That's a great one. But man, it's for me. It's that or Be Prepared. That's one and two. It's those two. But yeah, I got to go Be Prepared. Eddie went Be Prepared. Eddie, you're gonna love this one. You ready for Ramble 202?
What is it?
God damn it! Why am I doing this, Cody? You're gonna
What?
question why I'm doing this. I am just serving it up on a platter for Eddie Pence right now. The Dallas Cowboys
dude.
go into the shitty quarterback.
Okay, now we go. Now we're talking.
What quarterback is on the hat?
Wow.
Are you putting Ryan Leaf in this list?
He had the star, man. Who would it be? What quarterback?
How do you do this?
I might be a Gary Hogaboom guy. I don't know. I mean,
More than Leaf.
I don't know because Leaf.
Hogaboom bumped around the league for a little while, and he had some games.
He did.
Yeah, because there's certain Cowboys quarterbacks who lived and died as a like Chad Hutchinson. Never saw anything.
I think it's a dead heat between Hutchinson and Leaf.
Chutch and Leaf. Yeah.
But Quincy Carter was
Quincy Carter.
Awful
God.
too. There's so many great options here.
Do you think if they'd given Ryan Leaf more than just a game, he might have had a win
I
or
don't
two.
because like sustained shittiness to me, like Carter had a chance. If you give Leaf one game and he sucked, is that as bad as like Quincy Carter sucking over like 3 years?
For 3 years,
you know.
God, he had that one game where he beat the Niners. That was,
fuck.
So you're gonna love this one, aren't you?
Oh, there's
That's
a lot
so
to choose
difficult.
from.
Oh man, it's a lot. There's a lot there.
Brandon Whedon?
Whedon?
Whedon was terrible.
God, Brandon
Yeah,
Whedon.
Brandon Whedon.
Mark
in there.
Sanchez had a very short tenure.
He had a
too.
short run.
Even Kellen Moore, your offensive coordinator.
Kellen Moore was
Yeah.
not good out there as an actual quarterback. Man, it is.
Wow.
Man,
You have to just go like, are you based on appearance or over a body of work?
I think it has to be a little bit of both, right? Because you
Has to
can't.
be a
I
little
mean,
bit of both.
you
But
can't
Ryan
give
Leaf
the.
was- Here's how bad Ryan Leaf was. They didn't even give him the chances they gave Quincy Carter.
No.
That's how bad he was. They're like, we can't even give
No,
him.
we can't put this out there.
We can't put this out there. This guy cannot have the keys to the kingdom. But I think you're going to love this. 202, the Dallas Cowboys go into the shitty quarterback.
Well,
Hall of
Ryan
Fame.
Leaf said
What about Kitna?
at that
Kitna.
At that point in Ryan Leaf's career, he said when I was on the Cowboys, every time I would throw the ball, my wrist would pop out.
Are you
So-
serious?
If you watch replays, he would throw the ball and then he'd slam his arm down into his thigh pad
To put his wrist
to
back
knock
in.
his wrist back in.
Well,
So
then now he gets a little extra
So
credit.
do you give him a little pass on that?
I mean, a smidge? Jesus, you have to, right? I didn't know that was
Yeah,
happening.
he
If
said
he's
his wrist would pop
if
out.
he is Mel Gibson in Lethal
He
Weapon
literally
after
was.
every play,
He was popping his wrist back in after every
I mean,
throw.
fuck, that's all right. So
I don't know. Hutchinson is like my out of the gate in
Chutch.
the lead.
Judge
guy.
is probably mine. I have forgotten though.
Because you guys thought he was going to be Tom Brady.
We did. Here is my guy. My pick might not be Hogaboom anymore. I might give it to the guy I'm sure Eddie loved to go up against, Steve Pallor. Steve Pallor.
P-Lord.
Steve Pallor.
Number 16.
Steve Pallor might be getting my. Oh God! Remember Clint Sterner? Oh Jesus!
Oh, yeah,
Christ.
Clint Sterner. Pallor came after White, right? He was the guy who supplanted White.
Pallor was, Pallor came after Danny White's heyday.
Yeah.
And then thank God we got Aikman
Walsh, you got
immediately
Walsh,
after.
too.
Aikman and Walsh, there was that controversy.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Thank
There was
fucking
a
God.
6 and 10 year of Vinny Testaverde in there.
There was.
too.
Vinny Testaverde had us. He made a
Yeah,
stop.
but he played some. He
wasn't
He
terrible.
still was serviceable.
He wasn't
Bledsoe
terrible.
was bad too.
Brandon
he was
Whedon,
serviceable.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Bledsoe
Bledsoe
led
was
to
serviceable.
Tony Romo.
Yeah. He did. I mean, God, I'm gonna have to go. It's gonna be a tough one, but right now it's between Pelor, Hogaboom, and Chad Hutchinson.
So I was looking at this list, and in 2002, Hutchinson started 9 games and Carter started in 7 games. Like, how did we survive that? How did we live?
You win any of those games?
How did we do anything under that? God. Oh my God, that is brutal. So that's gonna be. I think Eddie's gonna love that one.
I might like.
We were 5-11 that year.
Jeez, that was the first of the. I believe that was Dave Campos' first run. That was Ultra Magnus' first year as the head coach of the Cowboys. All right, you ready for this one, Eddie?
I'm reading books. I'm playing video
Here's
games.
your harmonica.
Bring your pussy over here. I'm
And-
reading books and playing games.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Ooh. You
Fuck, the lung capacity. The lung capacity.
you kind of went for it on that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I sold out on that one.
You went.
That was like I made a deal with the devil.
You
on
were
that
sure.
one.
You really. That was man.
Fuck.
God,
I don't think I could do that anymore.
I think you can. I
don't
think it'd
know.
be even better. So So I finished Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Loved it. Now I'm going back to Gears 5 because we're
Okay.
gonna have Tom on soon.
that's right,
We got to
that's
talk
right.
about that.
Yeah.
And so I doing that. I'm excited to finish Powers of X tomorrow. The last one.
Last one.
And this is it. The bombs. That
What
have been
bombs could
dropped.
they drop in this one?
You gotta. Oh,
Are you
man.
shell shocked at this point? Like you don't
Yes.
even know what's coming.
I can't.
Nothing can surprise you anymore.
I don't know. I thought that. Okay, I thought after the third
Yeah.
of both of them combined, I forgot which one it was, but the bomb that was dropped, I think in issue 2 of one of whatever it was, I thought, well, nothing is going to top this, and then, oh yeah, no, it will, and it was like,
Really?
what the fuck?
All right.
It is, man.
All
It's
right.
just, and what I love about it, the bombs that they drop, they kind of they one up each other, but then they all start kind of working together. It's fucking. I'm telling you, man, this House of X, Powers of X ain't no
House
joke.
of X, Powers of X. How many issues is it total?
12.
12 issues
So
total.
6 House, 6 Powers.
All right.
And Powers number 6 comes out today, the day the Ramble drops, I believe.
right.
So I'm excited, man.
I'm excited. I want to read it.
Dude, I'm going to start spoiling it because I just can't
No,
help it.
don't. Give me one
'Cause
more
I'm
day.
so excited.
Give me more time.
I'm going to start telling
I
you
need
what the
some more
bombs are. Give Han time. He'll get those shields down.
Give him more time. Give him more time. I told you to get him down.
Talk about Lando's faith, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's not enough is spoken about how much Lando
I mean,
with
for two guys that pretty much double crossed each other their entire lives.
to know this
to know
guy's going to do
in
it.
the final moment of truth,
He'll do it.
he's going to come through.
He's going to come through,
and
and
he learned that much from him.
and I'm just going to play chicken with a Star Destroyer until he does it.
And a planet-killing machine.
And a planet kill. We're just going to zip around this shit
because the guy that
it
I hate that stole my ship
is going to do this.
is going to do this.
Come on, not enough
No,
credit is
not
given
enough
to
credit.
Orlando Calrissian.
No.
And not enough. Not enough. That is, I'm telling you, not enough. But here we go. All right. Let's do. Oh God, it's already.
We got Rod Stewart. We got
We
Open
got.
Close On.
Here we come.
Open, close, and encore.
You know what? What makes me sad about how good the harp playing is that I do?
Yeah, go ahead.
It kind of. I don't want it to take away from your vocals,
No, it does. It kills
but
it.
I don't want it. To.
Oh, it's too bad. It
I
already
don't want
did
people to look past your vocals because
No,
they're
it's
busy
too
appreciating
bad.
my harmonica.
it. No, it's too bad. It just did it. It did it.
We need to work something out.
It is too late, and I don't mind. Look, I
Yeah.
will take that bullet.
No,
I will
don't
eat
like it.
that
'Cause
bullet.
Your vocals shouldn't be overlooked.
Oh, thank you, buddy. But with that harmonica playing, it's understandable. It's
I should have pulled back a little bit.
Let's see. Cody, could you do this while we read them? Could you put together a Rod Stewart open close encore?
I'm gonna try. I was gonna look at it, and then I got occupied with the Astros, and I'm trying to put it together.
No, I
right
hear you.
now.
I hear you. Patrick Carruthers says, well, this is more Rod Stewart than I've ever wanted to listen to. He opens with Young Turks, closes with Maggie May, encores with If You Like My Body and You Think I'm Sexy, come on, sister, let me know. Grady W. Smith, he opens with Maggie May, closes with Young Turks, and encores with The First Cut is the Deepest. That's not a bad show.
No, that's a good show.
The Hall of Famer, Dave Strabeck, do you think I'm sexy, forever young? Tonight is the night.
Nice.
Damian Bottriell. Rod Stewart opens with the Young Turks to get the crowd up and going from the start. Closes with Rhythm of My Heart. Encores with the big sing-along of Sailing. Yeah, you can't fuck with that one. Bridget Falk, Tonight I'm Yours, Do You Think I'm Sexy? And then encores with Hot Legs.
Yeah.
I love you.
That's a good one.
Joe Capone flips it, opens with Hot Legs, closes with Forever Young, encores with Every Picture Tells a Story. Come on, he's got some good shit. By the way, Joe Capone, I cock-blocked his Ramble 200 list. He sent me the right one.
Son of a bitch.
He said, the hat is the end is the beginning, the end from the Smashing Pumpkins. Only good thing about Batman and Robin, even though the beginning is the end is the beginning, reworked version from Watchmen is much better. He says, Cheap Trick opens with Busted, closes with Tonight I'm Yours, encores with The Flame. He has his Batman actors was Reno Romano, Will Friedle, Lewis Wilson, Peter Weller, Bruce Greenwood, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Adam West, and number 1 was Kevin Conroy, and he congratulated us on the 200. So thank
thanks,
you,
Joe
Joe,
Capone.
and sorry I fucked you up on that one. Nicholas Samet says Rod Stewart opens with picture this: lights out, crowd roars, and guitar rips with the opening intro to Stay With Me. That'd be great.
Nice.
But I wouldn't count that because that was technically the band Faces. That wasn't solo, but that's okay.
All right.
He closes with Some Guys Have All the Luck. Woo, woo, woo. Encores, no music, just Rod and the crowd singing along to Forever Young. That ain't bad.
That was all. He almost got mine.
He did.
He just
Wow.
picked- different opener.
Charles Phillips says Maggie May, Young Turks, encore with Do You Think I'm Sexy?
Come on.
So there we go. What was yours, man?
I open with Have I Told You
Lately?
that I love you.
Brings the house.
just gets
Not
all-
a
that
dry
gets the-
eye off the bat.
Or panties.
Oh, yeah.
Panties
Oh,
are wet all
all
over now.
gone.
People are throwing wet panties
All
on the
gone.
stage.
All gone.
And then Some Guys Have All the Luck.
Yep.
And then you close Forever Young.
There you go. I have him open. With
Send them
some-
home just soaking wet.
Send him home soaking wet with Forever. May your heart.
They're just dripping from head to toe. They're dripping wet. It's coming out of every hole.
Jizz everywhere. Lady jizz everywhere. Tears everywhere.
Butts are watering.
Butts are watering.
Anuses are watering. That's how hot those songs are.
I have him open with.
They get your asshole wet. That's how hot those songs are.
Some mark of
Whoever
a good
heard,
song.
my butt just came, guys. My ass came. my ass just came. Is that the title? My ass just came.
My ass just came.
That's a hit single right there.
That's
Songs that make your ass wet.
What do you think? My
I don't
ass
know.
just
There's a
came, or
lot.
they bukkakied that box?
Fuck, man. Those are both good.
All right, I'm due.
You make the call.
I'll say they bukkake that box, or my ass just came. I don't know. I don't
You're
know.
going to get some people really wanting to listen to this podcast just off the title
Off
alone.
the title alone, we're
Because
going
you
to
don't
get
know what
more.
you're getting into.
Next, so I have him open with Some Guys Got All the Luck.
Yeah.
Closes with Hot Legs.
Okay.
Encores with Young Turks.
Good.
Young Hot. Come on, send them home. Beat free
Good one.
tonight.
Yeah.
Cody, you want to throw it in? You think you can do it?
I got it. So
right.
I think you open with Tonight's the Night just because of.
No, that's a great
It's a
opener
great
for a
one.
concert.
Great
I think
opener.
you close with shit. Eddie, what was your
Some Guys Have All the Luck or Forever Young?
no
Forever
the
Young?
other one?
Forever Young?
No,
Have I
the
told
third
you
one.
lately that?
Have I told you lately?
Yeah, that's the
And then
pan-
you
that's the panty
encore
cleaner.
with Maggie May.
That's a wake
Those are
up,
good.
Maggie. I think Maggie. May
I think
would
that's
be-
a perfect
that's
encore
a
song
heck
for
of an
me.
encore song. All right, next Ramble 202, Legend of Zelda concert. What
good.
songs from the Legend of Zelda
Okay.
series? Cody's already got his list. He already knows.
Talk about
Cody
wet,
could do
talk
this.
about wet
right-
panties.
Talk about wet panties.
Wow, you guys are really speaking to your demographic here.
Cody's gonna crush this one. He's all ready. All right, let's do some shout outs.
Can you hear us?
We're shouting out to you.
Now see that when your vocals dominate.
There's a good duet.
It's a good duet, but your vocals shine. I'm solely backing up on that one.
You're doing rhythm on that.
That was your time to shine.
Here we go. Middle Age Crazy Podcast. Tammy Lee Ramsell, Frank Montez, SRW 92831, Pax and Breaks, Lauren Silence, Najo Young, Coy Bennett James, Divas 78, Michael Miller, Jeffrey, a.k.a. J Baco 01, Gil Gastelum, The Thick White Duke, T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Pod Askew Podcast, Inner Zone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, George is 126, Satiralicious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 standing by, Rod Verney, Chris O'Shoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy May, Steve Darcy, and his friend Sean. Please help out his friend Sean. Eddie and I have both tweeted that GoFundMe account. Gray Wraith, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brennan Feltner, Pod Mode with Brandon and Jay, Cam Sempris, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, Charles L. Felix, M. Bellow 66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chucky Brofield, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6, K9, Graham Gray, Arnold, Cathal, McAllery, Monty Avalar, Bradley, John Eaglefeather, Joseph Diaz, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Stephen, Nikki G2, Stephen, and then Nikki G23220, Jay Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C., a.k.a. DJ Retod in Victorville, keeping it real for everybody. Lord Helmet, Alan Guyick, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, a.k.a. Adam K., Jimmy Salgado, the All of Us Pod, Assorted Goods Pod, Juvenicio Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mopa Show, Sean Smith, Stacey Avila, CJ, a.k.a. M-Blade, Kyle Cook, a.k.a. The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Nye, Justin Brown, Stacey Gonzalez, Jack Beams, Chris Fabo, Chris Rubalcaba, Chris Bell, Danny Mary, Kevin Couch, Cheryl Anshure, Charles Phillips, a.k.a. Chaz Hades, The Game Fanatics, Burr Martin, Gary Kundle, Darren Butler, Shelby Console, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Behrensmeyer, a.k.a. GoCast Chris B, Glamis Jamie, Storm Raven, Yemen Yaman, Boss Hogs, Grim Shredder, Drunk Eddie's Thoughts, Eddie's Goes Hams, Robin Maloney, Damian Bratriel, Joel Mill, Ramar, Chad Jaleel, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Poole, Gemma, Andy, and James, a.k.a. The Talking Cod Swallop Podcast, Dan Beavers, a.k.a. G-Virus Dan, Nath Kendall, a.k.a. The Joker, Austin Long, Adrian Empena, a.k.a. Texas Pookie 71, Gamer Girl Deluxe, Sing While You Slave, Big Timmy 87, John Broccolo, Nico Brown, Steve Colsante, a.k.a. Midnight Smoke, Patrick A. Bonfrisco, Jason Shear, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Seb Robredo, Eve Villegas, Justin Schroeder, Jeremy Bienvenu, Patrick Crothers, Tim Dawson, Brian Withers, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldspink, Rico GZ, Irish 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll 3D, Big Daddy Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, a.k.a. Mercy, Dahlem, Stetz, the king of the barbecue sauce, my legitimate Scottish cousin, Darren McGregor, the Hall of Famer, Dave Strabeck, First Ballot, the Devastator, Joe Capone, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron, Bridget from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J. Mitch, The Burge, Tapia, Nickel the Wise, Gary Rickelman, Grady W. Smithy III, the Chris and Cassie Effect, Sam Martinez, David A. Gutierrez, David Eric Chavez, Becky Cinderling, Bree Pena, and Brian Boo Stamontes. Boo Stamontes. Thank you all for making the Rambles part of your lives, your loves, your everything. We appreciate it. Cody, you can listen to him on the Cinesnob podcast.
Cinesnob podcast.
Yes.
Eddie and I both have CDs on iTunes.
We
you
do.
can go buy.
Yes.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Pandora, Sirius XM.
All that shit.
We beg you to buy our shit. Give our shit 5-star rating, positive text reviews. Also, subscribe to The Ramble if you haven't already. Give that a 5-star rating and a positive
Tell
text
other people.
review. Tell everyone.
Bring them
And
bring
thank
them
you
over.
for being part of this each and every
Please.
week. We love you all.
I want to keep it growing.
Fuck yeah. Let's do some top 10, huh?
Do it.
Cody's all about this one.
Can I just talk shit about the Joker some more for my top 10?
Yeah, fuck it. How about this?
Give your 10 worst parts of the
10
Joker.
worst parts of the Joker. So Eddie and I will go his number 10, my number 10, and then you go your 10. Can you do that? Do you think you could rank your 10 most hated moments that quickly?
I could try.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's go. So here it is.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10.
Here it comes.
See, I like that one because we let your vocals shine, and
I
then we
don't know,
take
man.
then we take a beat, and then we do the
And
harp.
you bring it.
and then I bring the
You
harp.
fucking
but
bring
like we give the audience equal time.
Equal to, I don't know.
To
I
enjoy
like the
both.
others. I don't know, man. I'm more of a fan of your harp going crazy. I'm just going to say it. Let's go to Patrick Carruthers. Here we go. He goes with Lewis, Hella, Peggy Carter, Iron Spider, Wolverine, Scourge, Colossus, Juggernaut, Iron Man with the floating blasters, and leather jacket Captain America. Thanks for the laughs. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you, Patrick, for your top 10 list. Grady W. Smithy III, honorable mention to Night Monkey, a.k.a. the Spider-Man Far From Home stealth suit figure. It was branded as an 80th, and if it was branded as an 80th anniversary figure, it totally would have been in my top 10. Dishonorable mention to the Retro Collection Wolverine. The original Wolverine miniseries by Claremont and Miller is a timeless classic, and this is an amazingly faithful reproduction of how he looked in that. But my job here is to bury Wolverine, not to praise him, so I'm contractually obligated to shit on this one. There we go.
All right. Okay.
Number 10, Dazzler. Her 90s costume was kind of goofy, but I always had a soft spot for it. Number 9, Juggernaut. Number 8, Luis from Ant-Man. Michael Pena is too great not to give his action figure a nod.
Back it up.
Number 7 was Thor. It even has the inscription on his hammer. How cool is that?
Yes.
Number 6, Iron Man. This is the classic Model 4 armor from the comics that I grew up with. And for me, it will always be the most beautiful suit he had. Number 5, Agent Anti-Venom. I grew up reading Spider-Man, and like all scrawny, nerdy kids everywhere back then, I spent most of my life hating Flash Thompson for bullying Peter. And then they did the story where Flash, who hated Peter but was Spidey's biggest fan, bonded with the Venom symbiote, which hated Spider-Man but had that Glenn Close fatal attraction thing for Peter, and I became a fan. And this Venom costume looks even cooler than his Agent Venom one. God damn. Number 4, Peggy Carter. Number 3, Scourge. Number 2, Captain America. I'm an unapologetic lifelong mark for Cap. Enough said. And number 1, Stan Lee with the Captain America shield that has Stan's signature on it. I don't care if it's not officially in the 80th anniversary or not. It's a lovely tribute to the man.
A dope figure.
And what could be more like Stan than signing his name on something created by one of the artists that he created the Marvel Universe with? Very nice. Hell yeah, it's a great list. Dave Strabeck, he goes Deathlock, Invincible Iron Man, Punisher, the X-Men 3-pack, Deadpool and Hitmonkey 2-pack, Scourge and Hela, Ghost and Lewis 2-pack, Variant War Machine, Korg 2-pack, and number 1, Agent Anti-Venom. Looks amazing.
Good shit.
Dave says, have a great week, fellas. Best wishes. As always, signed, the Hall of Famer, the Devastator. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Dave. I'm with him on that one. Also, thanks to the last. Have a great week. Pat Carruthers says.
Pat.
With you. Let's go to Damian Bottriell, huh? No top 10s. I don't have any Marvel Legends figures, but I'm starting to look at DC figures, but their range seems to vary from Multiverse to Essentials that I have no idea what the difference is. Maybe Jerry could do another video going through more of his figures. Thanks, guys. Damian Bottriell. Hey, let's do that, right?
We should do that.
Let's do another one.
I should bring over some of mine. We could just
Fuck yeah, have a little orgy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, fuck each other. No clue about the Marvel Legends, Bridget says, so I'll take your word for it. Ramble the fuck on, Bridget from Long Island. Joe Capone, not a collector, so passing on this top 10. Hopefully this email doesn't get hacked like the one for episode 200 did. Once again, congrats on the milestone. And Eddie, go Giants, is a joke.
Oh, fuck off, Giants.
Nicholas Samets, he says, nothing for the top 10, but ramble on. Toronto Wabo, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And then we go to Charles Phillips, Peggy Carter. That sculpt is beautiful. Captain America, World War II Captain America for number 8. Classic Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Wolverine. Love the original look where he looks like a badger. Iron Spider, Colossus, and number 1, the Juggernaut. Because duh.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I mean, he can't. Hard to argue with that.
No.
Did anyone get your trifecta?
No.
Say me neither. God damn, this is tough. Man, this was a tough one. Shit. Next ramble. You asked for it. We're repeating. I've done it again, but before Eddie joined, so this is fresh.
It's a fresh new one.
Top 10 Legend of Zelda games. People asked for it. We're going to do it.
Gotta
Cody
do it. Gotta give people what they want.
Cody can't wait.
Cody,
I can't.
You changed your panties since the last time we mentioned the.
Yeah, the Legend of Zelda concert.
Yeah.
Cody had to change.
So you had
his
to put
panties.
so we just ruined a second pair of panties.
I have been sitting here and I literally have 10 things I hated about the Joker ready to go.
All right.
I am completely ready.
All right. So my number 10.
Yeah.
Is the classic Captain America Marvel Legends, the one with the Walmart exclusive.
I want to give an honorable mention to all the figures I don't mention in the
yes, the good call.
All the entire 80th collection line
masterpiece is top
fucking
to bottom.
Beautiful.
This was so hard.
It's hard. I just grabbed
my 1
10.
and 2 were easy as shit.
1 and 2 were locks. Everything else I just
Everything
grabbed.
else was impossible.
That's why I gave honorable mention to everything I don't mention.
Yeah.
Number 10, the Fat Thor Build-A-Figure.
Yep. What, Cody, your 10th hated moment of Joker.
Number 10 is the scene where the Joker goes to Arkham and the guy who's in charge of the records will read everything on the records,
but not let him
won't
grab
hand it over to him.
And then the 98-pound guy rips it away from the large black man.
Yeah, the 98-pound
exactly.
dude yanks it and takes it out. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's number 10.
And then he just escapes Arkham.
Escape!
Runs down a stairwell.
He gets down the steps. Like, maybe that's what happened. Maybe he was in Arkham the whole time and he never did anything.
But
maybe that's the
I mean,
whole point. I don't know.
At minimum, he's like, "Oh, I can't release these records to you, but let me just read everything that's on this."
Everything on here. That was
so
stupid. Maybe he didn't make it out of Arkham.
Maybe he was just been there the whole time.
He was just in Arkham the whole time as a child.
Who knows?
Whatever. That's good because that means none of that existed.
We could just say it didn't even happen. My number 9 is the original. No. My number 9, I'm sorry, is the ninja killing Invincible Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, with the lightsaber.
With the lightsaber. What's your
My number 9 is the leather jacket Captain America. He came with a motorcycle.
Fuck yeah.
The World War II one.
Cody, your number 9th worst moment in the Joker movie.
The Joker who aspires to be a stand-up comedian despite not having any kind of jokes or point of view or reason for wanting to be a comedian at all.
God damn. Cody's breaking this movie down and making me hate it in ways I didn't even realize.
I hated it coming in. Now I really I think it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's just, man, Cody is killing it. I love it. My number 8, Big Time Spider-Man.
Okay. My number 8, MAGA Logan.
Ooh, MAGA Logan's a great one.
MAGA Logan's a pretty good one.
Cody, your number 8 most hated moment in the Joker movie.
This is any scene that involves Joaquin Phoenix dancing or smoking. Anything that involves like, oh wow, this guy's super dark.
So your number 8 is about 68% of the movie is your number 8.
Exactly. Any scene where you're like, oh wow, this guy is like unhinged. Wow.
My number 7, Agent Anti-Venom.
That's mine.
Hey,
that's mine.
We always match one or
we
two
always
at
match
least.
a couple, yeah.
Cody, your 7th hated moment in the Joker is
Joaquin Phoenix dancing to Gary Glitter, noted child pedophile. Convicted pedophile.
No.
Hey,
the fucking cops can never find his apartment.
right.
They're just always walking around the street. Hey, Mr. Fleck, can we talk to you? We don't have your address.
But at least Gary Glitter's collecting a giant paycheck from
off
this.
of this. Oh God. My number 6 is Thor with the inscription on the hammer, the 80th Thor that came in that awesome box.
Mine's Punisher War Machine.
So good. And Cody, your 6th most hated moment in the Joker film.
The MacGuffin of Joker being handed a gun, being like, "Hey, you should need this out there." Wink, wink.
God.
Here, have a loaded gun.
Here you go, buddy.
Was there a reason established why that dude gave him a gun and then just sold him out?
No,
was it
of course
also
not.
weird that
Like, why was that whole thing even done? Like, oh, he told me you wanted to buy a gun from him.
And you know who I think the real psycho criminal is that guy. Because he was like, yeah, a bunch of 12-year-olds mugged me. Oh, yeah, here's a gun. Those 12-year-olds will never fuck with you again.
But then that guy turns him in.
Yeah,
for
guy
having
rats
a gun.
him out.
Why?
So he could just get it
so he could get
back to him?
He could get all the clown work?
It made no sense.
Is that what he was trying to do? Get him fired so he could get the children's hospital clown work?
And I like how the clowns were like the taxis and the cabbies and taxi drivers.
Yeah.
They had like their own
clown locker room.
Fred, you're doing the kid with cancer today.
Yeah.
Fred, you're doing the kid with cancer. Tommy, it's a 10th birthday party. We need you on 8th Street.
Fucking dumb. God, it's so dumb.
Oh, man. My number 5?
Yeah.
The Hulk that came with the first appearance Wolverine 2-pack.
That's a
that
beauty.
Incredible
That was a
Hulk with
beauty.
the shredded shirt.
Yeah.
Your number 5?
My number 5 is the classic Iron Man.
Oh, so good. And
Classic
Cody, your
Iron Man.
5th is a big one.
Yeah.
We're getting to your top 5
Yeah.
here. Most hated Joker moments. What's number 5?
The big shocking reveal that the Joker's love interest is not actually a love interest of his.
So
the one that Stevie Wonder saw coming.
So
the one that Stevie Wonder turned to us and said, "Hey guys, I bet this girl's gonna disappear.
She's not really there.
She's probably not really there."
God, that was garbage.
My number 4, Emma Frost. The Walgreens exclusive
The
Emma
hard
Frost.
to find, which I found in Big Bear.
At a
Walgreens in Big Bear, I found
with,
an Emma Frost.
With that hair, it's the Andrea face Emma Frost.
is.
That's why I have to like it more. So what's your number 4?
The Captain America, along with the Iron Man, the classic Captain America.
Oh, so good. Yeah. And your number 4, Cody, on Joker.
I'm gonna slightly spoil something here.
Uh-oh.
It is the Joker letting the dwarf go, and the subsequent joke, like the joke that the dwarf can't reach the lock.
Oh, God.
Joke, which is just fucking mean spirited. Like it's
Yeah, but that's why
it's
Todd Phillips can't make comedies anymore.
Right.
Right, exactly.
It's a midget
people.
joke.
And by the way, good on Marin for calling him out on that. Marin
Yeah,
could have
I-
easily
it's-
toed the company line and been like, "Hey, he's
It's-
my director."
yeah.
But good for Marin for going like, "Well, you can do it. Why can't you make comedy?"
Yeah.
You kind of should.
Like-
See
Yeah.
that?
Oh, you didn't
It's
see
an
that. You didn't see
excuse.
that.
Marin shat all
Oh, good.
over
Good
his
for
little.
Marin, because that's a stupid fucking excuse.
Yeah.
But that joke is the lowest hanging of fruit
Oh,
possible.
so bad. And then it's just, oh God.
And to do it in a moment that's like such like, it's like the violence in that scene is first of all not
It's the
warranted.
most violent
but,
scene in the movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. And, then
and to throw that cheap ass joke in there is just
that was weak.
awful.
It was almost as bad as him sliding down the bat pole.
Oh, the bat pole, that was probably my worst.
Oh,
that was probably
God.
the biggest audible groan I've ever put in a movie theater.
My number 3, the Punisher War Machine variant.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
My number 3 is the classic Thor.
Oh, so good. Your number 3, Cody. Top 3 now.
The Joker inspiring that riot without like any comment. It's not a comment on anything, really. There's nothing behind it at all.
If somebody shot Jay Leno in the face, who would be like, all right,
let's go, guys.
Go party.
This is it.
It's time to party.
This is it.
Or you would at least know why or what the point was.
Hey, let's flip over let's see what Letterman says.
Yeah. My number 2, oh, God, Eddie. I had to go Juggernaut.
You did.
I went Juggernaut for number 2.
I went Colossus.
Oh! Cody, you're number 2.
I feel like you cheated on Juggernaut. Just
I know.
I go with the Joker inspiring the murder of the Wayne family.
Oh,
just the fact that they walk out of a movie theater screening and then you're treated to like the 7th or 8th version of watching the Wayne family die. And the pearls dropping in slow motion. Just like, why do we need to see this?
And they went out. This movie
time?
went out of its way before it came out to go. This isn't about. There's no Batman. This isn't about
Right.
Batman. This
Yep.
is all Joker.
Yeah.
And then to throw in the Batman origin story.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
Oh, by the way, here's the Batman origin story.
Batman. It was all Joker who did it. My number 1, what else could it be? I had to go Colossus. He's shiny. It's because of how shiny that Colossus
I went
figure.
Juggernaut.
That Colossus figure is like the T-1000
Juggernaut
shiny.
with the busted open helmet.
So great.
Come on.
It's a tough one, man.
Fuck.
Cody, your number 1 most hated moment in the movie Joker.
The scene in which the Joker completes his final major kill, in which he tells a joke to the person that he kills that's supposed to be some sort of like offhanded commentary on why he's doing what he's doing, but ultimately makes no sense at all.
Is that the very, very end?
No.
Is
That's
this one?
that's before the end. This is the kill that he does that is inspiring to other people.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yep,
So he actually
yep.
literally tells a joke
Yeah, that's
before
right.
he completes
That's
it,
right.
which is just poorly written and poorly
So bad.
executed.
So bad. Oh, God. Well, there we go. That was our top 10. Thank you all for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
What a ramble. This is
Good
a long
ramble.
one. An hour and 25. We
Good.
didn't fuck around.
Well,
we were bringing
We
it
really
today.
had to tear down the Joker.
We had to tear down
It
the
needed
Joker.
to be done.
We want to thank you for listening. Thank you for letting us be ourselves. We appreciate it. Cody, where can all the good folk find you? Send us an odd podcast. Where else?
Yeah, send us not podcast if you want to hear us break down the Joker for another hour, which we do.
And your partner on that podcast was not a fan either, correct?
Oh no, we both hated it, and so if you want to hear a total teardown of it, we spend at least 40 minutes on it.
Oh, man.
Or send a stop Cody on Twitter if you want to hear my thoughts on Fantastic Fest, which was a festival in Austin where I watched a bunch of different stuff.
We'd love to have. Fuck yeah, man. And then we have our website up now. We got to figure out how to put a blog on there for you.
RamblePod.com.
Oh, yeah.
We got to do that. We're going to put a good blog for Cody on that thing.
RamblePod.com.
The RamblePod.
The RamblePod.
I think it's the RamblePod. You can email us at ramble@theramblepod.com.
Some people are saying the Ramble's not really the Ramble. It's just inspired other podcasts to be the Ramble.
That's what Todd Phillips
That's
said.
what Todd
Wasn't it
Phillips
that
said about the
motherfucker?
Ramble.
Remember, next Ramble, Cowboys go into the shitty quarterback Hall of Fame. What quarterback is on the hat? What would the Legend of Zelda concert open, close, and encore with? And what are your top 10 Legend of Zelda video games of all time? Thank you again. We love you guys. Spread the word. Tune in next week. Watch our YouTube. This weekend, we're going to be at LA Comic-Con, so Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have some videos for you, too.
That's the
We
plan.
love you guys. Thank you again. And remember, after the last beep, it is goodbye as this thing loads. And we could probably just spend these next 48 seconds shitting on the Joker one last time. And
Guys,
man,
the Joker is so dark.
it's so dark.
It's really
bro.
dark, guys. It's a masterpiece.
God. It was funny because I was watching it going, okay, I don't really see the incel, but it's right there. It's right there, plain as day. You're mean to me, so I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And it's your fault for being mean. And do you think it's implied that he kills the girl? And I think he does. I think it is.
The
Like,
girl and the little kid.
The girl and the kid.
This is in her
the
apartment.
neighbor. I think
Possibly. I think it is, yeah.
I think he kills him.
I think he kills him. And then what was that? Does he kill the counselor at the end in Arkham? Because
Yeah.
when he walks
Yes.
out, there's
Blood
blood
on
on
his
his feet, which was
But
stupid.
but
That's
Jerry,
completely
the system
unsupervised.
fails him though.
Yeah.
Because he's killing his fucking counselor, so the system fails
Yeah, he
him.
didn't get
right?
help. He didn't get the help he needed.
That's the moral.
Right, exactly.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.